Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show, with a great honor. All right, a great honor today. All right, I officially had gotten my official copy of the GUITARIST vinyl. All right, you guys, when you guys get a chance, please, make sure you guys go over and pick it up on elasticStage.com/GUITARIST. Remember, we only had 100 copies. So I have bought 2 copies for myself, one to keep sealed and one to open. There's some people that have been buying. So, I want to make sure, you guys get your chance to get a hands on it. But also we want to try to also try to get some over here. So, because I know the shipping's a pain in the ass. I gave out a suggestion that maybe if there's a few people in your area that want to, pick it up, maybe have a bigger order, like 3 or 4 people pick it up, and it will compensate the shipping from England. That's the only thing I can really think about to try to ease things on purchasing it. Believe me, we're trying, and it's not a lot of places that are doing this, the way we want, and we got a good spot that did it. And unfortunately, they're in England, so that's just a FYI out there. It's for anybody who might be interested as to want to get it. If you got a few people in your area who want to pick it up, maybe combine it, make it a bigger order, and the shipping will be cheaper. So that's what I'm gonna give you guys right there. Okay, so this is it. Let me show you. This is the cover. All right, it's the Demo 96 30th anniversary, and it's the back of it with the titles. Fucking Ramon did a nice job of getting everything together, and he also did a really good job of adding that live instrumental from the Blue Frog back in '94. This is the inside of it, right? Got some really classic pictures over here of us. Right, you see me over there with the MC jacket, Martin with his flight. That was this band right here is pretty much the beginning. Right, and over here you got Ramon in there. This was, I think, Ramon's first or second show with us, and some classic show pictures over here from our first show in Bond Street Cafe. Pictures by my good friend George Vasquez, who was there, took those pictures. And we have to always remember our brother Milton. Give him a nice little homage over here. Always going to think about Milton. Oh, he's always going to be a part of us. Always. All right. The vinyl's good. I mean, look, it's a black vinyl, nothing crazy. All right, but it's a very nice quality vinyl. Nothing crazy, like, we didn't do no splatters or anything like that. But truly, truly fucking dig it. I say, it was, I sat down, I listened to it. It's a good listen. Made me, appreciate the stuff that we had back then, listening to it. And I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it. I mean, Martin was their first singer. So if anybody's familiar with Martin from Billy Club Sandwich, all right, he was the original singer. All right. So, yeah, that's pretty much, with that. I mean, we got this. I did like a little timeline thing here, where basically you see the top left is us, top right. It was when we started. Top right was the Severed Ties EP. When we that's Malik all the way to the right. He was the singer. Bottom left is when we did CBGBs. That was our famous picture. CBGBs after we played, and the bottom right is us a little later on. I think that was like in between. That was like right before when we decided we were going to go back and start playing again. I guess right before, it was before COVID and all that other stuff around that time. Yeah. And then, of course, you got who we are today. Now, I know people have always, they've been talking about us in general, as far as some of the local people. We keep putting stuff out there. Tracy's still drumming for us, right? So Tracy put it out that he was retiring. Okay. I think I'm going to make it perfectly clear, as far as, me and Tracy have had tons of talks. And as far as us being a band, Tracy would still help us play. Like, in other words, we're going to do a recording. He's going to be there for us. And we're going to play a big gig, like something big, worthwhile, something that's going to intrigue, it's going to be, worth, like having him come up and help us. So you can still say he's He's not active in the sense of we're gonna play every fucking gig that comes to our way. That's why we try to keep things a little bit more minimum, just to give everybody perspective on what's going on with that. I mean, it would be nice to just go and play all the time. Why not? But unfortunately, it comes to with us. Again, it goes with real life aspects. We all got lives. We all got jobs. We all got things we do, and we would love to play all the time, but we got to pick and choose certain things as far as playing and doing things. But main concern is always going to be to make music. We want to try to really get that going, man. It's just been a lot of delays, and things have been going into the mix. So we're trying to really get that going. uh that's always been first priority. Put out music. People want to hear new stuff. We got one new song that you guys heard that's already been live. We got a second one that we're working on. We're trying to get more stuff out there, and we'll continue. All right, and we'll go from there. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that things will work out and we'll get that thing going. All right, so some shameless promotion, of course. If anybody's interested, we got the GUITARIST Severed Ties hoodies. All right. You can go pick them up on my eBay store, Restore 1974. There goes the front, and here's the back. All right, which is basically our CD. From the back of the CD, we got In Memory of Milton Moran with us there with the song titles. uh, some people have been asking for it, and people have been picking it up. So I want to make sure that you guys get a chance to pick that up. So, you go again, I put it up, ebay.com and Restore 1974. So you guys make sure you go and you pick that shit up. All right. All right. And also in other news, we had, just continuing along the lines with GUITARIST. I was on Jim from the Block, and he did a whole thing about true deathcore bands. And we fell in that lines. And the one thing I got to give Jimmy is that he's very knowledgeable for a young man. I just found it crazy. He was the same age as my son, 27. And he's very knowledgeable about the old school bands. And he's a good historian for such a young man. He threw a band out there I didn't even know about. It was like shit, and started hearing a lot of that stuff. Really, really good stuff. And if you guys get a chance, I'm gonna play a clip so you can see some of the things we were talking about.
Like the Garza podcast, for example, like the Spies the Icon, and they're like, "Yeah, we invented deathcore."
Well,
Does that kind of rub you the wrong? You know what I mean?
It doesn't rub me. Look, it'd be one thing if I would say this. Even Garza, like I said, the only thing I give Garza credit is that when he wants to learn, he'll learn. And those guys who feel like maybe they started, I would say that they were the inventors of that style of deathcore for what it is now.
Like
Okay, if
that
you want to say
modern
that,
MySpace,
somebody,
like
yeah,
Job for a Cowboy,
exactly.
Whitechapel, yeah.
So, and to me, that style of deathcore was basically influence from metalcore. When metalcore got big, they just took it. It made it more, just like everything else, gets a little bit more extreme. So that's what to me, deathcore is just a bastardized version of metalcore. Just heavier. That's it. They made it heavier. They still got breakdowns. Metalcore and deathcore still got breakdowns. It's just deathcore just did it with more aggressive death metal style vocals and tuned down a little bit more to give it some whatever. But as far as what we said deathcore was, which is what I've always said, and I'll go into the comments when Garza has those little things, and I would debate with some people there. That's no, it started in California in 2001 or 2002 or whatever, the Spies Icon and so on and so forth, and Suicide Silence. And I said no. I said, listen, I'm not trying to take credit, okay, because there are bands before me. But I say when we said deathcore, we said New York deathcore is what it was. It was New York City hardcore with death metal, and that's what deathcore was for us back then. And everything's dated. That's the one thing I said. Thank goodness for Google. Everything's all dated. Everything's dated. So I would tell them, look, I'm not speaking out of my ass. Just Google it. It's there. There's old flyers. Everything is dated. So it's not like I'm over there just saying, trying to say it just to say it and start an argument with people. I'm just to let you know, hey, it was something that when I started the band in '93, that was what I wanted to do. I was making it. I said we were New York deathcore, and that was back in '93. So I mean, look, they could come
Yeah.
debate me all they
I mean,
want, but proof is there. I don't have to say anything that I'm lying or anything. It's there.
yeah, it's not like you're trying.
Yeah, so as you can see, I mean, look, that was always been a topic of debate when it came to, like, when we did the style of deathcore back in the early '90s. I mean, when I started it, again, I wasn't really paying attention to some of the other bands. I was just going off influence. And when I started it, that was those were my influences when I started the band: New York hardcore and death metal. And that's and that's it's clear. Everybody who knows me from back then knows what I was into and what we were trying to accomplish when we started the band. So when those debates come up, I laugh because they always come out with the newer deathcore bands, the Despise Icon, Suicide Silence, and they say they started it. I'm like, dude, man, you really need to like know your history. And like I said, everyth's dated. They could always just go ahead and Google it. It's not a big fucking deal. Just Google the shit. you know. Man, it just makes me laugh, man. If anything, when you guys, go to Jimmy, go and subscribe to Jimmy. All right, he did a fucking great job with that interview, man. It was nice, man. We had a good time, and we're hoping that we get a chance. We get Jimmy on again, and we have one more time with him, man. That'd be fucking cool. All right, so we're gonna see how that pans out. Hey guys, so that's basically what I'm gonna do. And before I'm gonna leave you guys off with something before I cut this video down. Just you guys get a chance, try to see if you can pick this up. All right, it's over at elasticStage.com. Go to /Goatamentise. There's I'm sure there's still some left. I mean, it's not sold out or anything like that. You guys should be able to get it. But I want to thank everybody who has picked it up. Just make sure you guys get a chance to pick this shit up. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the video of when we played back in '94 at the Blue Frog, when Milton was still with us, and we did the instrumental, the Goatamentise, which is the last song on here. Ramon did a fantastic job making sure to get this thing on. So I want to at least let you guys take a listen. It always brings up some memories and some emotions, but I want you guys to enjoy it. So take a listen.
Start this shit up, kid. Fuck it up.
hard to believe that it's that was in '94, right? Yeah, '94. Yeah, '94. Fuck, man, that's can't believe it. That was a fun time. And having Milton with us was a great time, and that solo always, it still, I still tingle inside thinking about it and getting all I don't want to try to get all emotional, but it's hard. It's hard to I want everybody else to enjoy that solo. That's the reason why I made sure to put it on the vinyl, because we didn't get a chance to record that with him, and people need to hear it. I mean, I got the video out, people, but now the way Ramon did a great job formatting it here on the vinyl, so uh, you guys should be good. So you guys get a chance, pick it up, pick it up. That's all I got right now, guys. And I want to thank everybody for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing the channel. We got some more stuff that we're going to be doing. I'll be introducing soon. We've got to get together with Rich and Tone. We're going to figure out some stuff. Hopefully get some things going. All right. So that's all I got right now. This is Barry, That Goat Metal Show. Stay brutal.